Okay, my name is Justin Irans. I'm going to present about the project called What's Your Function? So this presentation will be based on different points. So I'll be talking about introduction, talking about 5 management functions. I'll be also talking about 3 management functions, and I'll be coming to the conclusion. Starting on the introduction, so every organization has to establish the ways of coordinating work activities so that they are completed efficiently and effectively. So in order to do this, the management skills should be applied in this situation. Moving forward, let's talk about the 5 management functions. So 5 management functions are planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. So let me describe one by one. Starting on the first management function, which is planning. Planning is the first management function which involves drawing up a good plan of actions to be undertaken by an organization. So for example, let's say John is a marketing manager and he has a goal of increasing sales during the month of February at 90%. So in order to do this, he has to make like an effective planning by drawing up or like spending time mapping out the necessary steps, and he and his team so that they can increase sales numbers. So the second management function is called organizing, which is a management function which involves organizing necessary resources and tools in order to achieve the set goals after someone has identified or designed a good plan. So some of the financial tools, we can say there are physical, financial, which is related to money, and human resources, which are personnel in general. Example of organizing, let's say after John has set a goal of increasing sales, he has also to find out the necessary resources and identify what activities which are necessary to achieve the goal. He also has to assign those specific activities to specific personnel. The third management function is called staffing, which is a style which involves putting the right person in the right place. So it is the function of management which deals with manpower, planning, recruitment, for example, selection and placement. It also deals with training and development, remuneration, performance, pressure, promotion, as well as transfer. As an example, after John has organized everything, he has set a goal, he has also to recruit and train the existing employees in order to have enough skills so that they can work as they want to achieve the goal. Moving forward, let's see another function of management, which is called leading. And leading, it is a fourth management function which deals with supervising, motivating employees, and communicating to them as well. For example, after John has made all of planning, organizing, he has also to effectively motivate the employees, either by providing to them monetary or non-monetary items so that they can work hard in order to achieve the goal. He also has to give them the direction on what to do, as well as taking into consideration their concerns and as they work to achieve their goals. So the next management function is called controlling, which is the last management function. So controlling is a management function, which is the last one. It deals with matching actual performance with the planned goal. So if the problem has occurred, the manager or the whole organization tries to find out reason of deviation and suggest the corrective measure to come on the path of the plan. So finally, John has to sit with the whole team and see whether they achieve the goal. If not, they could suggest corrective measures to come on the path of the goal. Moving forward, let's see the 3 management styles. So we are having 3 management styles, which are directing, delegating, and discussing. So let's describe one by one. Starting on the first one, which is called directing. Directing is a style of management where the manager tells the employees what to do, how to do it, and when it needs to be done. So this management style presents some strength and weakness. So some of the strength, this style is appropriate when employees lack experience and don't know what to do. It also appropriate in emergency situation. For example, the boss is not around, so here he has to direct the employees what to do by telling them what to do and when to do it. Some of the weakness, it is difficult to use this style of management when the employees have less level of independence. So means they are not capable of performing tasks independently. Again, it may seem to be difficult when the employees do not have enough skills about the duties assigned to them. As a scenario, suppose in the month of July, XX company sales have dramatically decreased. So the manager of sales department prepares the meeting and tells the employees that they need to increase the sales by trying to ask customers about the service that they provide. Again, he also tells them that they have to do it not than 3 days. So means the manager is directing the employees, assigning them the task and what they have to do. Discussing is another style of management, which is where a manager asks challenging questions to the employees and try to carefully listen to the employees' comments and follow-up questions. So again, this style of management presents some like strengths and weaknesses. So some of the strength, it is effective when employees have ideas and confidence to speak up. So here, when the employees are not engaged in asking questions, this management style cannot work. Again, it is effective when managers are able to ask genuine questions. Of course, when the manager is able to ask questions and to hear about employees' concerns, this management style can work. Some of the weakness, this is ineffective when employees are shy and afraid to ask questions. Again, it is ineffective when employees are less motivated. So when they are less motivated, they can also not ask questions, which is like the challenge of using this management style. As a scenario, suppose a manager wants to design how tables and chairs will be arranged in different companies' office. Then he prepares a meeting and tries to ask different questions in order to hear about the employees' comments and concern. So some of the question can be, how do you see the arrangement of tables and chairs in our company? Is everyone okay with the arrangement? So this question can help you just to have like the comments and concern of the employees, so that you can like know what to do. So the last one is delegating, which is a function where managers discuss with the employees what needs to be accomplished and when it must be completed. However, how to do is a big task left to the employees. Means here a manager